But that's okay.
Chairman, we're ready whenever you're ready.
All right, we're good. Let's go. Calls crank set.
Yeah, he's
We have returned from recess, and I'm going to turn the meeting over to our Vice Chairman, Don Martin.
That's great. It was our first briefing for the August 7th, 2022 meeting. We've already had our presentation by Tricia McManus, and now we have the Audit Committee report by Commissioner Linville.
Okay, I'll be short. We did, the audit committee met at 12 o'clock today and went over several things. There was an update on audit response to the Local Government Commission. I think that's something new that we've had to do. Lee Plunkett went over about the pandemic recovery, and there's got to be some audits there that we had not done before, and there'll be some in the future. And the primary thing that we discussed was about auditing companies. So we got information on that today. We'll be meeting again next week, and we'll be getting more information. I think we'll get final information, and when we do, that'll be brought to the board.
Any questions, Mr. Linville?
It does appear we will have an audit committee next week, so we'll need to have a follow-up audit
All
committee
right.
meeting, so we
Good.
can do that. All right.
All righty.
Ready for
Leave it
me?
over to you, Mr. County
All
Manager.
right, very good. Again, with sort of this revised format, normally we would go ahead and do the planning items and go do a full presentation, the first and the second briefing. I heard a little interest in, just given the lateness of the hour, deferring that. We can do one presentation next Thursday if that's satisfactory with the board. Okay, very good. So y'all get to go sharpen up your presentation even more. And so we do have those three planning items, because you do have a UDO text amendment that had some involvement by the city of Winston-Salem. And so we're doing it kind of after they have taken care of that. Real quickly, you'll hear next week, we're working on a resolution for the National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. In that session, I actually want to bring in some technology, and so we're going to try to do a little live demonstration technology around the telehealth stuff that our 911 center is doing, and so it should be really, really interesting, but we're doing that kind of in conjunction with that. You have a budget ordinance amendment around equipment at for golf maintenance at Tanglewood. It really is a function of they had a good year last year, so we plan on doing a presentation of kind of year-end results, and then also talking about how we're strategically going to replace some equipment there if it's satisfactory with the board. You have a number of airport matters really around the acceptance of the state grant from the SCIF funds, and then Mark's also going to present to you agreements with the design team and also the construction team to go ahead and get some of those projects moving forward. We're going to pull in the information you heard last week around the Ford Interceptor police pursuit vehicles, and we're ready to bring that to you. We do have the audit, an audit engagement action for you that obviously would be approved if you're okay with it on April 7th. But we do have to work through that. And then we also have some Microsoft subscription and software services that we need to bring back to you. And then finally, you've got air quality code. The changes are made periodically around that, and so Minor next week will review the changes for the air quality code to be consistent with state and federal requirements, and then also just some reports that you've got in front of you, and that will be what we present to you next Thursday. We are going to take a little time next Thursday. We are getting together and sort of finalizing sort of the strategy around the round 2 ARPA. And so staff into this week and first part of next week, we'll be finalizing that. And I hope we can bring you a start date. Here's when we plan on being out with an application, and really trying to incorporate the things that we heard from you about what was important moving into that second round. So be a busy Thursday next Thursday.
All righty. Do we have a closed session today?
We do not have a closed session today.
Well, it said adjournment and
Hallelujah.
closed session on here. Okay, we don't.
Yeah,
Very
we do
good.
not. Yeah.
Anything else for the good of the order?
Mr. Chairman, before we adjourn, so some friends of mine sent me a text 4 days ago, that they had finally gotten out of Ukraine and they were in Vienna and safe and sound. And then I find out today that an American citizen was killed in a bombing, the first one. So I hope you and others will think about the folks in Ukraine and hope that they get through this issue. And I don't know what verb I can put in front of Putin that I can say publicly, but I hope it gets it. So, thank you.
Agreed. All righty, we're adjourned.
Very good.
Thank you.